Today I'm going to show you 4 Queen songs that you should learn on the piano. Now we will get to the one that you're thinking of right now, but before that we're going to look at some perhaps slightly lesser known Queen songs that I think are beautiful piano pieces that you can learn right now on HDpiano. Starting with Love of My Life. Love of My Life is a beautifully simple yet elegant piece of piano music. The very classical inspired writing manages to give us a sense of chords, a sense of chord progression, without actually playing any chords. It's actually only really one note at a time in each hand, so it's very simple, but it sounds really beautiful. The next Queen piano song we're going to look at is Seaside, Rendezvous, which is actually from the same album as Love of My Life. In fact, all 4 of the Queen songs that we're going to look at today are from the same album, the legendary 1975 album A Night at the Opera.
Verse 1.
Seaside Rendezvous is a very fun, jolly piece of music. It's relatively fast, but all we need to do to master it is play it at a lower tempo, a slower speed, and then when we're confident at that slower speed, we can bring it up to full tempo. One of my favourite bits in that intro actually is this run down the keyboard. We go like this. It sounds really impressive, but all we're doing is taking a 3-note chord. It's D, F and A here, D minor, and then it just goes down the white notes in that shape. So it looks and sounds impressive, but all you have to think is I'm going to move that chord shape down the white notes. Remember, if you want to learn any of these Queen songs plus many other Queen songs, they're all available to learn right now with really straightforward tutorials on HDpiano.com. The penultimate Queen song we're going to look at today is Lazing on a Sunday Afternoon.
Intro. Verse 1.
Lazing on a Sunday Afternoon has a really fun, sprightly sound to it, and part of that is the fast tempo. Now that makes it a little bit harder to master at the piano, but what we have to do there, like any fast tempo piece, is learn it at a slower, more manageable tempo, get used to those patterns, those figures in our hands, and then once we've got the confidence at the lower tempo, we can bring it up to full tempo and enjoy that sprightly, energetic song. And of course that takes us to the last Queen song we're going to look at today, the one that you've all been thinking about since the beginning of this video. It's Bohemian Rhapsody, one of the most famous songs of all time and certainly Queen's most magnificent piece of music they ever made. Now, one of the really interesting things about the Bohemian Rhapsody piano part is it involves our left hand moving across and playing higher notes above our right hand. This is a technique we see quite a lot in classical music, and as we've seen from all 4 of the piano songs today, Freddie Mercury certainly had a classical influence in his piano writing. All of his piano songs have that classical approach to them. But just because it looks hard and sounds hard doesn't mean it is hard. It's actually a relatively simple and straightforward thing to do, is just play with the left hand, and then once that's done, you can go across to play the other notes it needs to play. And because I'm holding down the sustain pedal, that double B flat we're playing there, the B flat in octaves, holds down, so our left hand can then move across play those two notes it needs to play. So if you want to learn any of those Queen songs, plus many other Queen songs, they are all available to learn right now on HDpiano. So do follow the links down below to check those out.